Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. There's Porter at you down here at the Boston Police headquarters. One Schroeder Plaza. Apparently, I believe around 3 o'clock. It could have been a little bit earlier. All the dispatches, telephone lines went down all at the same time. Not too sure if it was a server or some kind of glitch in the system, but the 911 operator, their phones are working, but the actual what you call it, dispatch lines, like they had no landlines, put it that way. And I guess they're working on it. They got several guys, IT guys, working on it, so see how it works out. See.
Charlie 421.
Let's see what we can see.
421. Stand down 15 Abbott. I'm gonna slide in with the 111.
I'm not too sure like what happened. It could be a server issue. It could be a landline issue. It could be a power bank issue. It could be a number of issues. So it's up to them guys to troubleshoot and figure out what it is. Those networks run off of multiple different things. So it's kind of hard to say what it really is at this point. So it's gonna just walk around and it might not even be. It might be something to do with the ground too. It could be something in the actual cable coming to the building itself. We don't even know. It could be a number of things. But just walking around and see what we see.
421 and the 425. Anybody else? That should be good for now. Just have them update us once they get there. Okay, got it.
They got something else going on the other side of town, way up there in Dorchester, but it is what it is. And these guys might be working a little late now. Right now it's like 6 o'clock. So most of these guys are usually out of here by 6. So a lot of these people are still here. Not too sure why, but we don't know. And we're gonna have some strange weather patterns in the next months to come. Some very, very strange weather patterns are on the way. We gotta take a walk over here, see what's going on. Check out the scenery. Just want to give you that little bit of information that the network is down. Like I said, don't know what part of it is down. Is it obviously it must not be the actual power itself, unless it's a power supply issue. But who knows? It could be anything. That's what they pay the IT guys big bucks for. I may hang out front for just a little bit, maybe just to get a little bit of footage of people leaving. Because right now it's 6:13, and I thought they got off at 5. Some people do get off at 6, but a lot of them are still here late. If you look at how many cars are parked out here, give you an idea how many cars are out here.
Okay, I'll contact you. Tango Echo 508. I have a thing. 13 Tango, Westminster, please. You got it.
Yeah, they usually close at 4. Because somebody told me that they close at 4. I had it on the video that they said that all the departments close at 4. So if they close at 4 and 5 the latest, then everybody's here probably either they're in a meeting or they got something else going on.
Charlie 435. Go ahead. Ma'am, Charlie Robert, back on district, just have some issues. I have it. Taking out the 520 OU 19 X-ray. I have it.
And those of you who don't know where 1 Schroeder Plaza is, it's right next to the Ruggles Tea Station off of Tremont Street. Well, yeah, Tremont Street. Across the street from the old Ruggles Street or Whittier Street projects. And it's kind of on the other side of it is the Madison Park High School. And further down the end is Boston, what is that called? Whittier Street Health Center. And then you get the Reggie Lewis Center all the way at the corner of Melita, what's that called? Malcolm X and Tremont. So it looks like federal employees are exempt from the COVID screening. Hello? Hey, what's happening? Right down here by Roxbury Crossing. I was just shooting a quick video. Just a quick one. Like I was saying, when people come in that building, they're always screening them. But my question is, who's screening who? Because if you're only screening certain people, then that doesn't really make a difference. If you're going to screen people, you have to screen everybody. I went down to the ISD building last week and I saw the same thing. There was a security guard at the front desk, and he was, the first time I went in, he wasn't screening anybody at all. So the second time I did a revisit, round 2, he started screening everybody. So my thing is, if you're gonna have a consistent policy, then you have to be consistent to follow the policy. If your policy is that you got to screen everybody coming in the building, everybody means everybody. It doesn't mean, oh, some employees and not other employees. It means everybody. No exceptions. I mean, I don't care if you're the brass, the higher ups. If that's the policy, everybody has to be screened. And time and time again, you go and you see people have these so-called policies and they don't screen everybody. Like that mail carrier, she did not do any screening whatsoever. She walked in, grabbed what she had to do, came back out. Now, if you had to go in there, you got to see EMT. They take your temperature. You got to go out, fill out a piece of paperwork, then go inside. So I seen how they're supposed to do it, and I see what they're not doing. So that's why you got to check on your government officials at all times. Like I said, I don't know how long it's going to take them to get that system back up and running, but it could be kind of complex though. But we'll see. If it takes you a few hours, that's definitely not good. I'm not sure what this orange thing is over here. I've been looking at it and I'm not too sure what it is, so whenever you don't know what something is, you always got to go investigate to find out what it is.
111. We're off with the mail party. Can you tell the PS?
Oh, it's a ripped
Charlie
up,
PS.
it's a ripped up cone. That's what it is. Deformed cone.
Yeah, 906 I had up there. Okay.
Like I said, I gotta stay around and get a little bit more footage of what's going on and see if there's any updates.
Operations Lima 101.
Take a quick pass through here very quick, see what's going on.
Yeah, this is base for code 7.
Like I said, I'm not too sure like to what extent the system is down, but at least I think quite a few areas been affected by it, supposedly. So I don't know if Verizon is working on it, if it's an inside issue or an outside issue. That truck just pulled up there. It was probably there for like 5, maybe 10 minutes. I think I got some footage of it when it pulled up. And like I said, it's kind of hard to say what's going on. If it's a And that's the problem with Verizon. They switched over to all this fiber optic stuff, and fiber optic is not, how you say it, it's not that reliable when it comes to repairing wise. In order to repair fiber optics, you gotta have a special class, special license, special tools, and if you don't clean the fiber optic and cut it to fiber optic and repair the fiber optic a certain way, the light is, how you say, refracted in the wrong direction, and it causes a lot of distortion in the signal. So fiber optic is good when it's running, but when it has a problem, it has a problem. Like, it's not like you just get a piece of copper wire and connect it and you're good to go. It's fiber optics takes some time and proper connections and all that good stuff. It's a lot more to it. Like, I seen fiber optics being repaired, and it's not something, you know, that you can do on the fly. And if it depends on the type of fiber optic, sometimes you need this like little microscope. Look at and make sure you don't have any
report that the gentleman from 131
any scratches on the fiber.
At 166 Quincy Street about an hour ago, ringing someone's doorbell.
Like I said, like, we don't know how long this is going to be down. You might hear it on the local news. If the local news picks it up, maybe they will, maybe they won't. And that's another thing about, speaking of FiOS. The mayor brought FiOS into the city, and he thought it was a good thing, or supposedly it was a good thing.
101.
And
Sir, if you could just play the area of
what I noticed FiOS was doing to the elderly people, they were forcing them, like literally forcing them to switch over to fiber optics. And if they didn't switch over to fiber optics, they were shutting off their service without no justification at all, just shutting their service off. People who had like emergency call aids and stuff like that, they were shutting their service off completely. It happened to several people, several elderly people. Elderly people, I don't know if you noticed or not, most of them stick to the old rotary service. And they had that rotary service for years. I'm talking about years on top of years. On top of those years. On top of more years. They had the rotary service. When it was New England Telephone, was the New England Bell, before Verizon was even thought about, they had this service. So the mayor, and it wasn't all Marty Walsh's doing, but part of it was, but the rest of it was Menino's doing. They brought FiOS in and made this contract with them that they're going to give them this big deal and all this money in the city. And they gave you the offers, and then next thing you know, the prices went up. And then people said, "No, I don't want FiOS no more." So now they're going back to Comcast or Xfinity because they realized that FiOS was ripping them off. And they probably still are doing it. A lot of people still kept Comcast. Some people went to FiOS. Some people went to FiOS. They went back to Comcast because they realized FiOS wasn't holding up their end of the bargain. And I called people in Verizon, and they have zero accountability. Zero accountability. The supervisors all the way up have zero accountability. And Verizon has a lot of the big city contracts too. They have they deal with a lot of the communications for the Boston Police, the Boston Fire Department, and the EMS. A lot of their cell towers and radio communications are running off of Verizon networks, which is not a good thing. You don't want to put all your resources into one person, because then if things don't work out, you're stuck.
location there too. Bye.
See, I bet you he doesn't do the COVID screening. He just walks in, right? Nobody does the COVID screening directly. The thing is, if you're gonna do it for everybody, you should do it for everybody. The COVID screen is supposed to take place right in that doorway right there. Before you even go inside the door, it's supposed to be the COVID screening. So if they made it past that door before they did the screening, they made it in too far. Pretty much.
Bravo 434. I got him. I believe I'm off of that man at Quincy and Howard Ave.
Off with the male at 50 an hour.
Bravo 101, we're in.
Got it. Sure, you're gonna have to speak up. What was that?
Bravo 101, you want to start EMS?
Sure. Got him. Okay.
Alright guys, I'm gonna head up out of here. Usually I try to get a little bit of footage, not a whole lot, but I try to get, if it's something important, I do a whole lot. This is just to give you some information on what's going on out in the city, and try to keep you guys informed.
Nothing right now.
I wonder what the ink fingerprints is about. I don't know if that's operation identification type thing, or maybe it is. I have to ask that question one day. I remember years ago, when I was in the Explorers, we used to go to all the schools and parks and do fingerprinting for the kids. I wonder if it's something like that. You could fingerprint the kids and elderly people that most likely could get lost or would get lost, and they used to fingerprint them, and you had an option of giving them a picture ID as well. I don't know if they still do that anymore. That's a good question. We used to give the elderly people senior cards. We'll come to the parks, come to senior buildings and stuff, and just take pictures of them. We have a photo ID with their name on it and their address, just basic information. It wouldn't be any social security, nothing like that, but maybe a contact phone number where they can get in contact with. But I don't see a lot of those programs out there anymore, so I'm wondering what happened to those. I'm gonna inquire on that one day and ask what happened. And they're probably gonna say, oh, because of COVID, but I don't know if they were doing it before COVID. That's the whole thing. Alright guys, I'm gonna head up out of here, and if the telephone services do come back up, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Until next time, Nez Porter. Catch you on the next one.